Lieutenant Aaron Voss had been unconscious for 72 hours. When he woke, the stars looked wrong. The ceiling above him glowed faint blue, veins of light pulsing like living circuitry. The air carried a metallic scent, cold, sterile, yet faintly sweet. His right arm, once mangled by plasma fire, was encased in a translucent sheath that pulsed in rhythm with his heartbeat. He wasn't in a human medical bay. As he tried to sit up, a soft voice cut through the static in his head. "Don't move, soldier. You'll rupture the graft." He froze. The figure that emerged from the shadows wasn't human. Tall, luminous skin with a faint shimmer like oil on water, eyes pale and reflective like moonlight. The alien wore no mask, just a light-layered suit that seemed to breathe with her. A crest of biofiber tendrils rose from her head, glowing softly when she spoke. "I am Lyra," she said, medical officer of the Seraphim Collective. "You're aboard one of our orbiting care vessels." Aaron tried to focus, but his vision blurred. "Seraphim, we were fighting you." "Yes," she replied calmly. "And you are losing. That's why I'm saving you." He didn't understand. The last thing he remembered was the siege of Titan's third moon, his ship, the Nightingale, torn apart by energy lances. His unit had been declared lost. "Why rescue me?" he asked. Lyra moved closer. Her eyes, though alien, held something disarming, an intent beyond curiosity. "Because your body contains something we have not seen before." She raised a slender hand over his chest. Blue light fanned from her palm. "Your cells resisted annihilation when your ship's core breached. No human should have survived that." Aaron felt a faint tingle under his ribs. "So, I'm an experiment." "Not exactly," she said. "More a key." Her hand hovered lower, the glow shifting frequency. His vitals spiked. He winced. "What are you?" "Relax," she whispered. "This will not hurt." Her fingers pressed to his abdomen. The light deepened, tracing his veins. Every nerve in his body seemed to vibrate. His memories flooded. Titan's collapse, the screams, the blinding light, then silence. When he opened his eyes again, he wasn't on the table anymore. He was standing in a vast chamber of glass and stars, weightless. Below him, a projection of Earth rotated, half shrouded in darkness. Lyra stood beside him, her tendrils now dim. "This is your memory," she said. "But look closer." He did. The memory wasn't his alone. Thousands of spectral figures appeared, human soldiers, civilians, and alien healers, all interwoven like data streams. "These," Lyra continued, "are echoes of the Seraphim War Network. Every medic of my kind connects to it during treatment. When I touched you, your neural pattern merged." Aaron turned to her. "You linked my mind to yours?" Her expression softened. "You carry frequencies we thought extinct. Your species is not entirely human anymore." "What do you mean not human?" She motioned toward the projection. The Earth's crust shimmered, revealing lines, veins of light, branching deep into the mantle. 2 centuries ago, she said, humans triggered the Genesis pulse, an energy field created to terraform Mars. But it also altered your biology. The pulse didn't fade, it hid. You, Aaron Voss, are carrying an active strand of it. Back in the real world, Aaron gasped as he returned to the table. The alien medic's hand was still against his skin, her gaze unreadable. He pushed her hand away. "You shouldn't have done that." "I had no choice," she said softly. "The moment you woke, the signal reactivated." "What signal?" Her tendrils flared suddenly. Lights across the room blinked red. "That one." An alarm blared. A synthetic voice spoke through the intercom. "Containment breach detected. Genesis frequency spreading." Lyra looked toward the ceiling. They will come for you now. Who? My own kind, she said grimly. The Seraphim Council forbade human contact. They believe the Genesis strain is a weapon. Then why save me? Her eyes softened. Because I've seen what that weapon can heal. They ran through the metallic corridors, pursued by drones that emitted blinding light pulses. Aaron's arm, still bound by the alien graft, began to react, glowing brighter each time a drone fired. Your body is defending itself, Lyra said as she led him toward an airlock. It's adapting faster than I anticipated. The corridor trembled. An explosion rocked the ship. What was that? Council interceptors, she said. They're sterilizing the vessel. Aaron grabbed her arm. If they're your people, why are they trying to kill us? Because, she whispered, you might rewrite what we are. They reached a launch bay filled with empty pods. Lyra activated one and gestured for him to enter. I'm not leaving without answers, he said. Her voice lowered. When your ship exploded, your body absorbed energy from the breach. That energy was seraphim in origin. My species seeded it into the void centuries ago to accelerate evolution. Somehow, your cells made it their own. So, you created humans? No, she said. But perhaps we inspired you. The doors behind them burst open. Figures in white armor advanced, weapons humming with plasma. Lyra turned, raising her hands. Energy arcs formed between her fingers, pure, shimmering white. She looked back once. Stay still. Then her touch went somewhere no human expected, not upon his skin, but through it. Her palm pressed to his chest, and he felt himself unravel. Time fractured. He saw memories that weren't his, alien worlds bathed in silver oceans, seraphim healers tending to dying stars, then war, endless and cold. He felt their guilt, their yearning to create life instead of end it. When he opened his eyes, Lyra was gone. Only her voice lingered, embedded in his thoughts. Run. They cannot track what you have become. The pod ejected. The ship behind him detonated, a silent bloom of light against Saturn's rings. Aaron drifted toward a distant blue planet below, Earth. Weeks later, he woke in a human recovery facility on Luna Base. Doctors surrounded him, speaking in hushed tones. They said they'd found him floating in orbit, no suit, no oxygen, alive. But he wasn't the same. He could feel electromagnetic fields like warmth on his skin. Machines responded to his presence without touch. And sometimes, when he closed his eyes, he heard her voice whispering coordinates, leading him somewhere. One night, he followed them. The trail led him to a crater overlooking the lunar horizon. A faint light pulsed there, an alien beacon half buried in the dust. When he touched it, it unfolded like a flower of glass, revealing a projection of Lyra. Hello again, Aaron. He froze. You're alive. In a way, she said. My body perished, but my essence survived within the Genesis network. I left part of it in you. He knelt, staring at her shimmering form. What do you want from me? To finish what we began. The image flickered, revealing vast structures orbiting Earth, seraphim fleets returning. They think your world holds the secret to a new Genesis pulse. They will come to sterilize it. Aaron clenched his fists. Then we stopped them. With her guidance, he activated the dormant code within his altered DNA. His body resonated with light, and the alien beacon transformed into a transmission hub. Together, they broadcast a signal across the void, a fusion of human and seraphim data. Within hours, the approaching fleets halted. Across every channel, a voice spoke. It wasn't Lyra's or his, it was theirs combined. This is not infection. This is evolution.